Alright, hi. Today I would like to show you, if ever you're caught in the wild without toilet paper and without the basic necessities of life, what would be your best option? Now, around here in this area, this is what I have found to be the best option. Because the leaves here, we see that they are elongated leaves. They aren't super wide, but also your butt crack is probably not super wide. So, just assuming that. Sorry for the little joke. But anyways, when they get more dried out, they may be a little coarser, as this one is. Of course, you can't feel it, but even in their coarser state, it's just going to be more like a larger grit sandpaper. It'll get the big stuff out first. You'll just need to follow up with the finer sand. Well, in this case, the finer leaf to get a clean finish. But there are some leaves that I would say to be aware of. The first thing to be aware of would be the pine cone. The problem you have with a pine cone, yes, it's kind of got a bunch of little scoops on it. But with the pine cone, you're also looking at these armed umbels. You see little spikes on these. Now, that is not going to feel very good. It may get you clean, but it also may leave streaks, as there are gaps between each armed umbel. So, that's the first one I would be aware of. Second is the pine needle. Now, if worse comes to worse, it could be used. However, you must run this way. It's not going to be comfortable, and you might get sappy, which is going to be a problem because then your cheeks will stick together. However, it could be used in a worst case scenario. Never, however, run this way. You won't get a clean finish, and it's going to be much less comfortable. Another plant to be aware of is this one here. This is a rosebush. Now, the rosebush, one, the leaves are small, so it would probably not be your first choice anyways, but it has also got thorns on it, so that's something to definitely beware of. Many other plants, as you can see, are around here, and the main problem that you have with most of your grasses and weeds is that you actually do not have a big enough leaf or leaflet to get good coverage. You don't want to get poop on your hands and everything, so it's understandable that you wouldn't just pick up any old leaf. Another one that can be deceptive, here we go, is these little ferns. Alright, they look good enough, and just because they're thick, and they do feel kind of soft. The problem that you have with these is that they aren't strong enough. It's like trying to wipe with wet toilet paper. As soon as you put it in there, look, that all just came off. And now, what are you left with? I mean, this isn't going to get a very clean job done. I guess basically from there it's common sense. The last one that I would be very careful about, and you should know this one before you go, is quite possibly the worst idea you could have, and that would be to wipe with the poison ivy. I do not have an example nearby, otherwise I would show you, but wiping with poison ivy initially might seem like a good idea, but in approximately 3 days, the area you wipe will become very itchy and irritated and form small blisters of poison ivy, and it would be very uncomfortable. I guess that's all I have for you today. Thank you for listening and watching, and have enjoyable poops in the woods.